Hello everyone. So I'm going to quickly take you through the installation and configuration of ASKE, the Arduino serial keyboard emulator software that I've developed for custom game controllers. So if you don't yet have the software, you could visit the GitHub repository that I have set up here. It is github.com/lowercase I, capital R, EG /ASKE. Wow, say that 10 times fast. So yeah, just click the download zip right there. Then it would give you a zip file of the contents of the repository. So when you're ready, you could simply follow these steps right here. They are loosely based. If you want to go any further into the configuration, by all means, just take a look at the sketch and go nuts. Once you do have the software downloaded, you're going to want to visit this website for Timer One. This is a library, required to run uh, the sketch, basically. So yeah, once you have that downloaded right here, there it is, the download link. Once you have that downloaded, you're pretty much ready to start installing the sketch onto your Arduino. So without further ado, I'm going to open up the IDE, locate the sketch. Oh, I already have it pointed to it. So that's what it's going to look like when you unzip the file. These are the install files. We'll get to that shortly. So yeah, open up the sketch. Here it is right here. It's not that big. I just realized that I forgot to put the uh, last build note for the Uno in there. It comes to around 17 or 20% of the program space, I believe. Last time I checked, that's what it was. So yeah, the first thing that we have to do is ensure that Timer One is installed to the Arduino IDE. So to do that, you go to your location of the Arduino IDE, click on Libraries, and copy the Timer One zip file to this directory, your libraries directory of your Arduino software, and then restart the application, and it will install itself. So it's not that difficult. It's not hard to do. It's just a matter of dragging and dropping the contents over. So once you have that done, you can start configuring your input names. If you have any more buttons, separate them with a comma. It's not that hard. And the corresponding pin to that button. And again, if you have any more buttons, just separate them with a comma. It's most likely going to come out to however many open pins that you have on your Arduino. And in this current version, there are not analog voltages, I guess that you could say, that are dealt with. In future versions, that will be added. So yeah, and then onto your output pin. This is just basically a flashing LED. Yeah, so however many flashing LEDs that you want, you would separate them with a comma, same deal. Say on pin 1 I had a flashing LED, or not pin 1, but 12, 11. I would just do that. And then change the total outputs to 3. Simple as that. But at the moment, I only have one flashing LED, so I'm going to change that back to only 13. And that's all that I have to edit. That's simple as that. I can then save my sketch and upload it to my Arduino. So I'm going to plug in my Arduino and then upload the sketch. I'll do that now. Yeah, I just realized as I was doing that it's not going to work because I didn't choose the right board. Yeah, I have my Mega currently connected, and I was testing around with my Uno earlier, so yeah, that's why that didn't work. Then choose my COM port, and just for the heck of it, let's compile. Some build options changed, and it looks like it's good. So we're going to upload. Done uploading. And let's see what's going on the serial monitor. Connected, that's good to see. And if I push a button here, yes, we have some results. Awesome. Once we have our sketch uploaded, it's now time to install the emulation software. So let's close this. That I no longer need that up. Going to click the setup here, get this installed. Install that, and here is our emulation software. If you get a error initially saying that it can't find a key emulation.xml file, just close it and reopen it. And if that doesn't work, click continue if you get an error, and just assign a new key press, and it should work after that when you start restarting it. Just for some reason, there's a little error in there somewhere. So yeah, that's the only problem that you would have there. So first things first. Now that we have the software installed, we are going to start building a key emulation list. So for the left button pin, I'll label it left. It is currently pin 7, and I want it to react whenever the voltage is high. And I want that button to be emulated as the left key button on a keyboard. So I'm going to click assign, and it's easy as that. Now that I have the left button done, I want to move on to the right button, right, and that is pin 6. I want that to react when the voltage is high, and I want it to emulate the right button on a keyboard. Assign that there. And so on and so forth. If I have other buttons, which I do, I have the up button, and I believe that is pin 8. Down, pin 9. And the enter key, 10. There. So now that I have all my buttons set up, I can connect my Arduino project now. So at this point, I'm going to select my COM port, which would be number 5, and my baud rate, and click connect. Although we didn't get a connected message or a beep, that's okay. We can just click on a reset on the Arduino, and there it is connected. And if I was to push some buttons here, we actually get some results. And that's exactly what we want. So now that I clicked on the config tab, if I click the left button, we should go back to the activity log. And that's exactly what happens. Awesome. Everything seems to be connected and it's working. So just to make sure, let's click the down button. It's flashing. I'm holding down the button. It's exactly what it's supposed to do. Click the up button. Looks like that's updating. Everything's good there. And if we want to do another little test, just going to bring up Notepad here. Type in some random text. And try the left and right buttons. Awesome. See the cursor moving? That's exactly what we want to happen. And if I want to scroll to say there, click the enter button. Hooray, it goes to a new line. And again, it goes to a new line. So everything looks like it's working properly. That's excellent. Now let's say we want to do something with a low voltage. Let's click the enter button. Change that to low. We click it again, it'll activate it. And we know that it's activated right there. Click any other button, and it's disabled. And all the other buttons still work right. So again, click the enter button. We know that we want something to happen when there's a low voltage, so as soon as I let go, we'll see it start to update. There it is. And if I want it to stop, click any other button. So that looks like it's working also. And at this point, one thing to mention when you set up your buttons, you want to make sure that you cover all of the buttons. So don't leave any blank. If all buttons are not present, you will get some errors and your controller won't work right. And at this point, it looks like I'm ready to start using my custom controller here. So I hope everybody liked this little installation process. I hope it cleared some things up. This is the first version of the emulation software. Will be updated. So enjoy the software. It is free. If you have to pay for it, get your money back. So with that said, enjoy the software. And this is Reggie Retro. Peace out, everybody.